Today's podcast is brought to you by the BetStamp app, which is helping thousands of people win at sports betting for free.
The same way travelers use Google Flights or Expedia to find the best prices, bettors can now use BetStamp to do the same. When you place a bet, the odds given by a sportsbook will determine how much you can possibly win. Even when betting on the same outcome, different sportsbooks will offer varying payouts, and these differences can be huge.
Thankfully, BetStamp allows you to easily line shop for the most profitable odds across all sportsbooks. You can click on any matchup and instantly see all the different odds for game lines, player props, and even futures bets. Line shopping is the simplest way to find an edge in sports betting and maximize your chances of winning long term. On average, BetStamp users win an extra $1,000 yearly just by line shopping.
You can find the BetStamp app on the Apple iOS Store, Google Play Store, or through your browser at betstamp.app. To access all these benefits, sign up using promo code FootyCulture and start your journey to successful sports betting today. If you forget to use the code upon sign up, you can always enter your code on BetStamp app settings afterwards. Check it out.
What's good, Footy Culture fam? My name is Matthews, aka Matt, aka Mattozinho. Today, got another episode of the Footy Culture Podcast. Once again, I'm joined today by Dave.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up, dude?
Who wears who wears blue and white?
Sociedad?
Brighton. Oh, Sociedad, yeah. He's a Sociedad fan.
Sociedad kid, bro?
Yeah.
Jeez. Who's on the back? Name 3 players, quick. 15
Sociedad?
seconds. 15. 14.
David Silva.
13. 12.
Oh my gosh.
11.
yeah?
10.
Nah.
9.
You have it in my head now.
Oh, yeah,
7.
Kamal. This is
6.
crazy.
5. 4.
The
3.
Norwegian
2, 1.
striker.
And-
Sorloth.
You just got exposed for your ball knowledge.
Sorry, bro.
Januzaj still
Under
the-
pressure, it's hard.
20 seconds
Januzaj.
into the episode is crazy.
Januzaj.
Man like Dan?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
What you wearing there?
I don't know, just white.
What is that? White. Name 3 players on Real Madrid right now. Let's see your ball.
so
15,
easy.
14,
No, hey,
13,
I'm not talking to you.
12,
Asensio, Cruz.
11,
Oh, that's
12,
it on the team.
Okay.
9,
Nacho.
8.
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
you got it.
Courtois.
He had no ball knowledge. Did you see how he got
Shut
it?
your mouth, man.
Starting with
This guy's
Asensio
wearing
is
an
pretty
orange
crazy.
friggin' camo kit
Yeah,
out here.
that's class.
It's a nice jersey, man.
You got man like Jimmy?
Name 17 players on the Inter team right now.
Champions League winners. Also, one half of the Pro Boys.
Said it here first.
What?
What? Juventus? No European football next year? And we're great.
You know what's
Damn.
crazy? Roma is like those colors and knocked you out.
No, they're not these colors.
Jeez.
Yeah, they're like red, yellow,
crazy
orangey.
This is orange.
Yeah, but like you mix red and yellow to get orange, so
This is Juventus.
it's
And I'm
fine.
wearing pearls.
Gang, gang.
Last but not least, man with the shades, man like Jay.
What's up, guys? Good to see you. Good to be here, man.
He just came back from a 42-kilometer run, marathon.
Feels like being rowdy today.
I
Man just
from
ran a marathon.
Tour de France.
Tour de France.
Damn.
Damn.
I'm
bro.
excited to be here, man. Looking forward to it.
Did you see Matuidi on the streets?
Matuidi.
No, but I saw Mamadou Sakho.
Sacco.
Mamadou Sakho.
But
What's
yeah,
on the menu?
What's on the menu today? Well,
Nachos.
so I heard on the Bird app, apparently
The Bird app, Twitter.
as part of today's announcement of the sports club's investment and privatization project, 4 Saudi clubs, Al Ittihad, Al Ali, Al Nassr, and Al Hilal, have been transformed into companies, each of which is owned by PIF, Public Investment Fund, and non-profit foundations for each club. So basically,
Super sketch.
a little weird. Government funding, possibly, going into these 4 clubs. Money being pumped into these 4 Saudi Arabian teams,
Yeah.
as if there isn't money already in the Saudi Arabian League. And my question is, with this happening now, and what happened, 5-6 years ago prior, with the Chinese Super League, how they got pumped with cash. We saw a lot of players go there, big paydays and whatnot, and that kind of fizzled out and crashed. Will the same thing happen with the Saudi League now?
I'm going to go no.
No. Why?
Well, didn't really think this through, but I think Saudi Arabia is a nice place to live, to be quite frank. Like, no tax, no income tax, right? Good weather, thriving economy, right? And I think, like, in terms of proximity, like, it's closer to Europe than Asia, right? So I think, like, with that, well, I think it is in Asia, but it's closer to Europe than China, right? So I think, like, with that, if you want to travel back home back to where you're from, it's easier to do so. Yeah, I think
You're missing one major thing: the cash.
well, there was cash in China too, but
But,
not
like,
as much.
The cash.
A lot of cash, man.
It's a lot of cash.
Yeah. I go no. But I'm just gonna go no because Saudi Arabia's fan base is a lot more soccer oriented than I would say China's. And we saw it at the World Cup in Qatar.
Yeah.
Like their fan base was wild in that World Cup. They had probably one of the best fan bases I've seen at that World Cup. The cash a lot more than what China had. And yeah, they did, I think they just care more about actually making this a good league. The Chinese league was just bringing in a couple like these Brazilian players, and they'll grow the league. But no, these guys are bringing like Ronaldo.
Yeah.
They're trying to get Messi, Benzema,
Different caliber. of
Modric.
players.
Like
Yeah.
they're trying to get like good players. Not Hulk, Oscar, like those guys, whatever.
Paulinho. That was
Paulinho.
crazy. Yeah.
I do not think it'll be the same.
Yeah.
But why don't these teams invest in like younger talent if they have the cash? Like, why don't they pick up a player like
Because
I said? Why don't they pick up a player
that's
like?
not going to bring eyes.
The younger talent, they still want to, like, at the end of the day, like, if you're a footballer, you still want to win. You still want to
No,
win.
for sure. But
trophies.
then there's
You
those
still wanna
footballers.
compete at
Then
the
there's those
highest
football.
level.
Then there's those footballers like Oscar or whoever that left early to get that bag. And at the end of the day, like if you want to pay, again, some of these players that come out of nothing, and you want the bag, to pay for the fan, pay for the places it came from, like Mane too. Like he got the bag. Not that he played for a big team. Like he played for big teams. He got the paycheck. But like Mane is one of the players who always give back to his community.
Yeah.
And some of these players, like, what? If he's a big prospect now, secure that bag early. And if hopefully your level continues to be the same where, you go play now and maybe you come back and play in Europe. But at the same time, you can't. It's the same thing the other way around, right? If they have a good season in Europe, a couple seasons in Europe, then they'll definitely get that bag afterwards.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't certify
guarantee the
that.
bag.
You can't certify that. Saudi Arabia's going to have that bag in the future, right? Because like the CSL, right? They crashed in a couple years. All these teams went bankrupt. Like
Not bankrupt. They just
Actually, a lot of teams did go bankrupt.
they actually went bankrupt.
Yeah.
Like literally.
yeah, I'm sure they couldn't even pay half their teams and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like rather than securing it now because they got that cash now, and like they're just throwing it out there because they're clearly paying 10 times as much as what they paid for the other players for Ronaldo, Messi, Benzema, Modric, whoever is going. Because do you see a league like that really growing just based off getting like older talent?
Yes.
Because we saw it. We didn't really see it from CSL, but we saw it where they were getting like these bigger names, kind of.
But these are
These are the biggest names.
Yeah.
pretty much in football, and that's
Yes.
going to bring a totally
Yeah.
different like demographic and audience than like
Yeah.
some mid Brazilian talents.
But
that
how is that helping with their development
I'll
and
tell you.
growth?
Because you
I will
have to
tell
get
you.
eyes on the
Yeah.
league first.
You
But how are they
eyes-
broadcasting this?
You get eyes on the league.
What's broadcasting?
And who do you want these Saudi Arabian kids watching?
Yeah.
The best of the
Yeah,
world.
but either way,
No, not-
look at us. Look at the North American nations. Like we're thriving. We're going forward. We never really had that talent in front of us to watch, but we all got to be able to watch it live.
but it's because we couldn't.
But it's different because I guess these Saudi Arabian kids back in like now they can't really watch those games at night or whatever time difference, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's what I think at least why they're bringing these huge talents because they want to grow the game, and by growing the game, you got to bring these big talents for those kids to watch. Like back in the day, TFC, I don't know, like I don't think I would ever buy a TFC jersey with one of those players' names. Not to be any besides Di Rosario maybe, because that was the only guy that was worth. Like he was the only like big talent on the team. But now you're looking at Ronaldo. Like you're gonna have these kids idolize Ronaldo, and they're gonna build the game around this like one of the greatest players of all time. Like that's kind of how you build these kids from the ground, and that's how you kind of grow the game there and get that youth talent.
But even seeing some of the people we know, some of the as the professionals that we've grown up with, like they didn't really have that. They were able to witness some of these greats because they watched Real Madrid growing up, because they watched United growing up, because they watched Juventus growing up, right? You idolize players like Del Piero, Ronaldo back in the day for Manchester, Ronaldinho. Like you guys idolize all those players, but they were never in front of us. We actually got the ability to actually go watch, and you watch those comps on the YouTube, right? Watching those nights where you guys watch those videos, right? Does that really change as a kid growing up? Oh, I want to be like this guy. I want to be like Ronaldo. I'm sure all these kids already growing up, they already knew who Ronaldo was and always probably wanted to be like him. Does it make a difference on having these players actually, having these players live in front of you change their mindset of actually wanting to go and become professionals and grow their league?
It's not just the kids, it's the market in general. They want the league to grow. And you're not gonna have a league grow by just signing young stars or young players. You want to get the best of the best now. Look at Benzema. He's coming off one of the greatest seasons last year. And now he's going to, Saudi Arabia. Like, that's
but
crazy.
the thing with them, like those veterans joining, is how long are they gonna stay? A year or two? 2 years max?
but now
and then
you
what?
have eyes there, and then you start bringing. They definitely have the marketing, and they have a good infrastructure that they're going to start to realize. Okay, now this is a second step we do. We have these players here. Now what can we do to retain these eyes? You don't think they know that? Of course they do. They have millions of dollars, man.
It's gonna kind of be like the MLS, where they start signing these really big names.
But like, has the
At
MLS
old.
has the MLS really evolved from
They have.
when they first signed Beckham
Yes.
or Donovan to now?
Yes.
How so? Maybe they grew in teams.
The talent that's coming out of the MLS
more
is
stable.
at all time high. The players that they're bringing in are talents at younger ages. Like we're bringing Bernardeschi in his prime,
Yeah, but you're bringing Bernardeschi, who barely saw minutes for Juventus in
but
his
he
time.
could go to any other Serie A team.
Can he?
He could have, yeah.
Can he though?
He for sure could have.
Could have 100%.
Maybe besides.
But
like,
at the same time,
top four.
no other City team is paying that much for a player like Bernardeschi.
Yeah, but Saudi
So
Arabia
that's what
will.
I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, but end of the day, like I don't really see it as North American football growing to where it is now because of those players. I see it more because of the technology and because of the quality of training that some of these coaches are developing from European football. How many of these coaches are from? I'm not sure. I'm not really too familiar with the league, but how many of these Saudi Arabian coaches are actually learning from European football training here and then
Who
going
cares?
back?
Who cares about Saudi Arabian coaches? They're gonna bring European
Yeah, they
coaches.
probably will.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like how
They
many of
have
those
so much-
coaches are they bringing over there? Right?
Everyone, they have the
But
money
it's-
to
it's
bring
not,
everything.
It's not the best out there either.
Not yet.
Yeah, it's got to grow. It's at the
It has to
beginning
grow,
phases.
exactly.
This is like kind of when MLS, I guess, brought in who was like the
Bob
beginner.
Bradley.
Well, MLS never really focused on like coaches. Like they focused
not
on
They have to.
coaches.
They have to bring
bringing
about
in
players.
players.
like big names that are going to bring eyes and media attention to the league. So that's what they're doing. Like they're bringing in the biggest names in football because that's what's going to get the most media attention. Like sure, you can go invest 200 million in Caicedo, who's going to be a young, promising
Yeah.
talent, or you can invest that 200 million in like a worldwide name like Benzema. who's
I would
gonna
rather
bring
invest
more
that
people.
200 million on developing the sport from the lower levels to do what it is now.
Who's gonna watch this
can't, though.
sport
Not
if you have
watching
no
it,
eyes?
just
gonna
the
take
development of
too
the
long.
sport.
What development of the
take too
sport? You're
long.
not gonna
Both
have
at the same time.
You
What's-
need to accelerate.
exactly.
You need to accelerate the process.
How long do you think it takes for it to become what it is now to where it can be like a great league?
Look at the MLS. Since how many years has it been since the MLS started?
Years, and it's still not anywhere near to what it could
Exactly.
be. But
And what's the best way to make that better? Sign the best players. You're gonna sign youth players? Who's gonna watch that?
I'm not
watching
saying
that.
you watch youth players. I just don't think it's something that.
All I know is
can-
now that Benzema's in the league, I might watch a game.
No, you won't.
If
No, you won't.
Benzema faces,
So,
I'm more.
you're telling me you'd watch the league more now that Benzema's in it,
I'm
rather,
more li-
rather than Ronaldo when he was in it last season?
I'm more likely to watch a game than watch them if they had young players. Of course, I would
How you
watch
gonna
the
watch
game.
it? Who's broadcasting it?
I'm just saying.
No,
I'm
but I'm saying
more
you-
likely to watch it
But
now
why
that
did you not
Benzema's
watch it
there.
when Ronaldo was playing?
Yeah,
I'm
but
just saying
now
in
it's
general.
Ronaldo versus Benzema.
That's
Yeah.
one star.
But he's saying that why don't they sign youth players? No, I'm
No,
more
I'm
likely
not
to
saying
watch
necessarily
it.
by youth players. I'm just saying like I don't think this is really going to change the growth drastically. Like I don't like this isn't going to change.
Look
the
at us.
league.
We're all talking about it.
No, but you're still not going to go watch it.
Yeah, but we're all talking about
But
it.
you're
which
not going to
means
go
now-
watch it.
Maybe if they play each other.
we talk about it because we're a football show. We're going to obviously mention it, but
obviously a lot of other people are watching it too.
I don't think
But like if you like really think about it, let's say every single Saudi Arabian team goes and gets
Signs a big star.
signs a star on their team.
that's what they did in the CNSL. That's what we're comparing.
No. But those aren't stars.
Those weren't stars.
Okay, but those are stars for those players that are living there,
No,
getting
but we're
hauled.
talking
we're talking about the best of the
we're talking about
best, man.
superstars. We're talking about
Yeah, but end of the
These
day,
are world-class
that's-
players.
I don't think it's going to help the growth. That's just going to sell
100%.
tickets and get people to go and support their team. For
Wait,
once.
And what does
It's
that
a
do?
start.
That's,
Yeah,
that
it's a
helps the
start,
growth.
It's not
But the
gonna-
thing is, they're not just doing this. They're obviously going to build from the ground up as well. At the same time,
yeah, for
like
sure.
look
Yeah.
at City. How did they become good? They accelerated. They signed big players, and they grew their youth system from the ground up.
You need to get fans in the seats.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have fans in the seats, like you can start developing youth players and young talents, but if I don't know who's playing, I'm probably not going to go watch
No.
the
the,
game.
the thing is that with mentioning City, the thing that with City as well, why they grew up so big is because they also were playing in the Premier League.
Yeah,
You can't
that
just
definitely is a contributing.
you can't just expect one Saudi Arabian team to like buy the best players in the world have a
They can, though.
No, look, they can. They'll have a crazy starting 11, but if the rest of the competition is going to be trash, look at the
But
French
it's not
league
going to
now.
be trash.
Look at the French
They
league
have,
now.
like, the whole government's
Okay,
on.
so
So then you
They bought, like,
expect
4 or 5 teams.
you expect
That's a lot.
you
It's not just one
I
team.
know,
No,
it's
but
not
you
one
expect
team.
4 or 5 teams to get all the best players in Europe to take them all over there, and then we're not going to be watching any more European
Yeah.
football.
Bro, that's like watching the Super League. That would be
watching the
amazing. That's what they
yeah,
want.
Yeah. I have a serious question for
It's
you.
literally like watching the Prem.
Yeah.
How many loyal players do you see nowadays?
When it comes to money,
Not a lot,
not
bro.
many.
Yeah. If
Money
they
talks.
if they see a bag that they're
Look
gonna
at,
offer,
look at
they're going.
Benzema. Benzema's
but
the
you
biggest.
guys, you guys were
show.
all against the Super League. but-
I'm against doing this.
No,
Like,
obviously I
I don't-
don't want it, but it's gonna it's
gonna
good for them.
inevitable.
Yeah. No one said we wanted this. I didn't want Madrid, Benzema to go.
I'm sure they're gonna create something where Saudi Arabia is like the main focus of a tournament.
They'll be playing in Champions.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
At some point or another.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they'll get some sort of invitation.
They're gonna
Their
do
best
something.
team.
Yeah, they'll have those summer invitations where XI Saudi Arabia versus Manchester City.
No, they'll
Did they not do that?
what the money
Did they not do
have,
that with
this,
PSG?
This is the richest owner.
They just
ever.
did that with PSG. They had freaking Ronaldo playing with the scrappiest players in the league versus PSG.
Yeah, but that's right now.
That's all that's gonna happen.
That's to get eyes on it. It's not
That's
all
not all
that's
that's gonna happen. The fact
Saudi
that they were
Arabia's been pushing it,
were
man.
able to do that was
So
crazy.
what? Now
And
that
that's
you
just the
expect
beginning.
another tournament held in Saudi Arabia, even though you guys don't want to extend the World Cup every 2 years, they're gonna have to expect players to play more football now. Yeah, I know money, but some of these players aren't able to do it. Like
Money talks, man.
I'm telling you, I guarantee you, probably like 70% of the players playing right now will accept the bag from Saudi Arabia if this.
Look at for example, golf. Look at all those guys going from the PGA Tour to Saudi Arabia and all those countries because of money.
yeah, but that's just
It's the same thing. These are guys in their prime, leaving one of the biggest tournaments, if not the biggest, going to Saudi Arabia for money.
I'll see if I can find.
Why not? I would do it.
no. Of course, you would do it as an individual, but I think for the sports and for the fans, it's not something that would help the league grow.
100% it does.
No,
It starts because
So what would help the league grow?
Yeah. Getting young players doesn't do anything for you.
No, not necessarily getting.
So then what do you have to do? It's either you get young players or you get people all stars right now. Like what are you going to do? It's one or the other.
The reason why European football is so great is because all these individual leagues already have quality talent, and there's that Champions League, which makes every single nation and every
There will be
single
another,
club
there will be another
compete.
trophy.
But if there's gonna be another trophy, it's just Saudi Arabia versus themselves.
No, they're gonna. Create
What are the
something
teams around
where It's
them?
gonna be the Super League. Like not all these teams are out of it. Like they're still trying to do it. It's not like broken down. Like I'm sure if Saudi Arabia came in, the owner that this is the richest owner that they've ever seen. Like this is the most money soccer has ever seen.
So why doesn't like FIFA sanction like global football in a way where some teams can't be spending this money compared to
Because
other
they-
teams?
Because
making money.
they run the world.
Yeah.
I know they can eventually just pay whoever it is to allow it, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah. So you don't. I personally, I see Saudi Arabia coming into this Super League process and somehow playing a part in making it happen. I do. I
Along
just.
with
well,
Juve.
I don't know if
Well,
they'd be a
Juve-
part of it. I think the Super League would have to happen in order to combat against this Saudi invasion, you know?
But I don't understand.
I don't think they'd be a
understand
part
what
of it.
the infrastructure of the Saudi invasion would be in terms of how they would like bring themselves into European football. If they still consider European football to be a great like competition, they're gonna just invite themselves to it.
No, what I think is
They're
going to
gonna-
happen
they're
is
gonna create
FIFA's going to have to realize they're going to have to step it up and do something.
FIFA's not doing nothing.
They're going to have to because
well,
they're going to start losing.
Aren't they expanding the Club World Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 32 teams.
Uh-huh.
Everything's being expanded. There's going to be more competitions being added in the future, most likely.
More games.
All to generate more money, bro.
So do you guys think that the Saudi league could be a top 5 league?
I was about to say that.
Yes.
That's definitely in their plans.
As long as they have oil pumping, it could be a top 5 league for sure. Because the amount of money that's being invested, big players are going to go.
Yeah.
Very
Regular
big
players
league.
see that. They say, okay, they're
Alright.
getting paid the bag. Why don't I go too?
So then
That just
what
increases
you're
the
saying is
competition and
that
increases it.
the Champions League will become irrelevant and it'll just kind of be just Club World Cup kind of tournament, which will kind of be thriving over the rest. At the end of the day, how can you expect the Champions League to have such a high caliber of football when you have some of these Saudi Arabian teams having some of the best players in the world now? And the only way you can see these players compete with some of these European players, it would be only in the World Cup, club football, like World Cup, sorry.
Yeah.
They can also add another competition, make it like a world super league.
No, like
That
how many
includes these
now,
Saudi
now, you're,
Arabian
now
clubs.
you're just
That's a lot of
now you're
traveling,
playing
man.
football like every.
No one says we
single
want
day.
this. It's just it's
No,
gonna
of
happen.
course I know, but it's just ridiculous because in a way, like
Obviously, we all want Champions League to
Like-
still be a thing, but who knows? It's not.
Realistically, like, just look how fast they took to make Newcastle make Champions League. That's the same owner right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
1 year.
that also comes with the coach.
And they didn't even spend like
Yeah,
that
exactly.
much.
But that
Yeah.
comes with the management.
And who bought the management?
no, but the
They
management
did.
also wasn't like a crazy. You didn't think he was gonna do that. Well, sorry.
Listen,
Yeah, but they can buy whoever they want.
They like, you know, okay, just, well, I know China's already done this, but Saudi Arabia's gonna go after a lot of Brazilians, obviously, because those guys accept money like it's nothing. Like that right
As
there
it
is
should
gonna be
be.
a lot, and then the stars on top of it. Okay, so I couldn't find the 10 stars, but they want like Kante, Modric, like all these players are like
Ramos.
over 30 that are like
Just past their prime.
just past it.
But everyone knows who they
what
are.
happens? So what happens in 2 years from now when those players are retiring and nothing is really
next
progressed?
The next,
That's where you're gonna see if.
But
this,
end of the day,
if
it's
this-
just gonna
if this
be
worked or not.
Yeah, it's just gonna be recycling older talent.
They'll
Older
have to
talent,
see,
older
but-
talent. Then until when did they expect to, like, let's make this something big where we have younger talent now performing for us and staying here, wanting to stay here for a while.
yeah. Well, that's we'll have to
I'm
see.
sure they looked at what happened in the China, like with the Chinese Super League,
They'll probably
and they're
also
definitely
them
looking
lost.
through that and seeing how can we not get into that position. Like they have many heads over that program. Like they're definitely gonna look to succeed.
Do we know if they have like a cap on international players they could bring per team, like the
doubt it.
MLS has?
possibly, but
I can't see
that-
it being too high
that
or
could play a
non-alterable.
But now, what happens with the rest of the teams in that league who aren't part of this
You're gonna
like
get-
pyramid?
They're good.
scheme?
It's either
they're gonna get a curb stomp, bro.
it's either you join us or you.
No,
get
it's not that you
destroyed.
join us. They don't have the financials to.
I mean, they still have
sell
money, but
sell
not
it,
obviously
like-
it's backed as much.
No, but I'm saying like it's either you sell your team to
and
me or
that's the reason.
or you
And that's
get
the reason
pummeled.
why MLS has these caps, because they have to make the playing field equal some way or some sort, right?
But then again, like the thing is, like there's going to be all these other teams now where if this starts to become successful, if I'm an investor and I have money, let me go buy a team.
Exactly.
Let me go buy a team off one of these guys in Saudi Arabia. Like I want to throw money at this
Yeah.
because look how successful it's becoming. Like I think people are going to start
Exactly.
investing into the league itself because of this. Like, if it does well.
But end of the day, like, you're throwing all this money away, and aren't you saying they're non-profit? How does that even work?
I don't
At the end
know.
of the day, these guys are just pocket change. They're just throwing onto these teams because they have nothing else to spend their money on.
Yeah, they're cleaning money.
So how is that like? Where do they see the revenue into this?
money laundering?
Is he like a trillionaire? This guy?
Too much money.
I swear he's not even the richest guy in the world.
This is how you clean.
No,
your
no.
money.
Apparently he is, but there's
The
a lot of-
family.
yeah.
Isn't it a French dude who just again also lost billions?
He's
Now
like
it's still on
the
Musk now?
richest like solo person, but like this family is the richest family in the world.
I don't know.
I don't know.
100%.
I think it's possible to see a shift from Europe being like the pinnacle of like footballing power to now West Asia.
It happened to South America. Remember?
Not necessarily.
Went to Europe
70,
afterwards.
80 years ago, the best like
Yeah.
players were
100%.
players that played in the nation of that club. And then it shifted. You had like teams like New York Cosmos able to lure Pele away because of money. And then Europe had all this investment, all this money. That's why they're
So what happened to New
The
York
superpower-
Cosmos? What happened to New York Cosmos?
they had money.
No, what are they now?
Well, nothing.
They don't even play like semi-professional. I sort
Yeah, 'cause they don't have money. It's a cycle.
So
This is the next cycle. West
is
Asia
the next-
has all
exactly.
the money. They're the richest owners, whatever. They're gonna dominate in the next however many years.
I don't think it's gonna happen. That's just
It's all
me.
a cycle, bro.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Money's money.
End of the
man.
day, like the purists of who understand the football and they understand where it comes from and know that where the real like content is. Like,
money's money at the end of the day.
But how did Europe achieve the status of footballing power? Money. Why can't it change?
they had more money than
That's
South
a good
America?
point. Wow.
not necessarily. Really, like
They had more money than South
yeah,
America.
Yeah, but where was like
now it goes on to the next.
people also say like football also came from Europe too. There's not really. I don't know. There's not.
I've
really,
heard it actually got created in West Asia,
You're just
no
saying that.
East Asia.
East Asia.
We don't know. There's no really roots. I don't know. I see England, I see whatever, but hey, England has been known for its football forever. I don't know. It's kind of hard to kind of just bring a nation to come out of nowhere and kind of like make it their sport now, and just buy it from different.
That's sport washing, bro.
That's money for you, man.
It is, man.
There's no one's saying we want this to happen. It's just
I
it's
know.
gonna
I
happen.
just don't see it happening. I just see them
I do
just
see it
spending the money
happening.
because they have the money to blow and all these talent, and they just like
They have endless amount of money.
I get it, but like
As long as oil is thriving, they will
it's gonna
thrive.
happen,
You
man.
think they'll take over? Like they'll take over European football with just one league though? No. Or is it gonna have to be?
Well, then maybe
couple.
eventually, like the Qatar league will start cooking. The UAE
Yeah.
will have a league.
We'll have to see. I guess.
To start.
I do think they're gonna be big though.
20 years, maybe.
Yeah.
10 years.
You heard it here first.
We'll
Tank
come back.
crazy.
We'll have to come back to this.
I'm gonna have to find a Saudi Arabian team to
That's
watch
a
now.
good point, man.
What
Cycles?
Of course, there's cycles and everything.
Yeah,
nothing,
exciting,
nothing always is.
I
forever.
I didn't think about it in that way.
Yeah, because but the thing is that you might have cycles, but there's still going to be massive investors who invest in these European teams. End of the day, and end of the day, history also.
How do you
speaks,
know that?
History also speaks for itself.
Then why?
People usually follow the crowd, though.
Not yes and no,
Yes.
because end of the day, like there's still a massive fan base in these European teams.
But how fast do they switch teams when, let's say, Ronaldo switches?
But that's more North American based.
Messi.
More of these like European fan bases are based on the roots of their football and where they comes from. You're not gonna just buy their support because you have one of the best players in playing in Saudi Arabia
But
now.
they're gonna have more than just the one player eventually.
And you think these people playing in England are gonna have to wake up at these random hours to watch these players play? No, they're still gonna support their
People
English.
do that around the world regardless.
Man, Ronaldo brings people wherever he goes. Messi brings people wherever he goes. Benzema, I'm pretty sure he has people.
I haven't watched a
brings
single
everyone.
Ronaldo or Messi game in like 2 years now, besides the World Cup. But
There's a lot of people that have.
because we also watch a lot of football in our own regular times. We're watching Dortmund, we're watching Juventus, we're watching Serie A or La Liga, whatever.
Yeah.
Do you have the time not to watch in them? Like, I don't even know what time they play at. Middle of the day when
There's
you
a
guys are
lot
at
of
work?
people that are just Messi
No,
fans.
but you guys are gonna be watching football in the middle of work. You can't even watch football because you have to be working.
Maybe not me, but other people will.
Oh, that's North America. You're working 9 to 5. There's a lot of people who do it.
I'm not the only one.
No, but there's also how many of us in North America have
Maybe not North America, but Europe. Like they're gonna get people to watch.
England. How many people live in America alone?
What is this question?
It's the
there's a lot
viewership.
more-
That's what it is. It's a fan base.
There's a lot more people that live in Asia than they do in North America. Though.
They're gonna Asian.
Like a lot more.
You make it seem like
No comment. No comment.
Kickoffs are like 2 p.m.
comment.
yeah,
Matt,
kicks
you
off at
barely
2
watched
p.m.
any games there before that too.
That's not even that bad, to be honest.
2 p.m. is not bad.
No, you
Time.
don't watch that.
It's like a regular time. It's like a 45 minutes.
Yeah,
But why don't you watch it?
Because it's not big yet.
There's no incentive to yet.
yeah, it's good.
It's
gonna-
It's
Ronaldo.
just started, man. It's just starting.
Ronaldo was just the first. Was the
It's
first
not gonna happen.
episode.
The first domino.
It's not happening.
Ronaldo went there for a reason.
And he still
man.
can't- and he couldn't even win this league. Did they end up
Ronaldo
winning?
was
No.
They end up losing, and there you go.
Ronaldo was told the project, and that's why he's staying.
No, he
He
was told
understands
he
the
was told
project.
there's money in the bag for you, and you can come and play.
He understands.
There's no project, man. They're told to say that. Do you think the guy actually thinks that?
You think there's no project in Saudi Arabia right
It's a
now?
huge project. It is a project.
Are you crazy?
No.
They're just signing big guys just to sign big guys. No, there's a
bigger-
project.
there's a bigger
man.
project
Come on,
in-
what's
there's
wrong
a
with
plan.
you?
North America.
There's a plan.
There's
for
a
sure.
plan. Like, come on.
There's a bigger project in North America.
I think so.
No
How?
way.
Because it's already ahead of its time.
But North America has like salary caps and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying with the development from the ground up. What kid in Saudi Arabia right now is going to be the next top talent?
You never
In the
know.
future, will be. Who thought?
There'll
Who
be
thought
one
America
soon.
had was
And
gonna have
there'll
top
be
talent?
probably a better talent from France too. Like, it's not like Europe or North America stopping right now.
If all I'm saying is if this prince decides to pump into the youth system,
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
their players are gonna be
But
disgusting.
how many players do you expect to come out of nowhere and start playing football like it's the end of the world? Do you know how much money they put into China as well?
They don't need to produce the top talents.
Yeah, they
For
don't.
the national team?
Brazil produces the top talents. It's not the
Send
best
them
league
over
in the
there.
world.
Yeah, exactly.
Who?
Brazil's known to
Brazil.
produce top talent.
Brazil?
They're not the best league in the world.
No, what country has produced more talents than Brazil?
France.
From what you're on.
All time.
All time, no.
Currently in time, right now.
All time.
Right now.
I'm talking all time.
Lost his point. He lost his point.
It's gotta
I'll
be
say-
Brazil, yeah.
It's gotta be no. This guy should.
No, but why is Brazil's
so hard-headed, this
Why is
guy.
Brazil's national team still one of the best?
Because if it is the best,
produce
Brazil
talent.
has
Because
talent.
but you've been doing it forever now. But it's not like you guys are going to just stop producing talent because Saudi Arabia has all the money.
Exactly.
But you guys are going to keep producing. Exactly. So how is Saudi Arabia going to take over now? Because all the teams are going to stop now?
You're gonna buy the player.
How did Europe take over from South America being the best league?
It's not going to
Money.
But they were just saying they're not even buying youth talent. It's not going to be the older talent going up.
No,
Well, why
sure.
can't they buy youth talent?
They'll buy
Yeah.
everything. They're gonna buy everything.
You have to start somewhere, and what's the best way to get eyes to a place? Buy the best players or buy the best thing from somewhere else and bring it towards you.
Yeah.
They're gonna buy the best they can get their hands on.
You got to get eyes on you first before you start developing.
Having one top talent on your team of 11 is not going to bring eyes compared to watching a team.
It's
not one.
Start.
Yeah, okay.
That's how MLS started.
Yeah. And MLS, where's MLS now?
But MLS doesn't have the money Saudi does.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
No, they do
teams like
go on.
Man City who can still. Whatever. I'm done with this.
Damn.
We're going
You
on-
lost,
no,
man.
No, you lost.
We're all on the same side.
I don't know how you guys can just assume that they're gonna just be the next top talent.
It's
When you guys
because,
Because of
we've
money.
never seen money like this.
no, because they're literally buying you right now on how they're
Yes,
no,
exactly.
and
It's
it's ridiculous. You're
exactly
falling
how
for
it is.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
You're falling for it.
I'm not falling for it. It's
Yeah.
just
It's how it is, man.
it's
It's coming from a Juventus fan. That's crazy.
Wow.
Love
we
the
don't
money,
got
bro.
money.
Love the money.
Okay,
No.
no, you brought up one point about the fanfare. How the fans in the nation. What did you mention about fans?
You're not gonna be able to buy the fans, especially when it comes to like European.
Because
Teams.
you mentioned that fans support their local no matter what, right? So why would they like resonate to Saudi Arabia? Because they support their local, right? I mean, you look at Brazil, Argentina, the most loyal fans in the world. That doesn't mean it's the best league. Yours the best league.
Fans?
What?
Who said they're the most loyal fans?
How many fans
Bro,
support
come
their
on.
local team in Brazil? River Plate, Boca. Then you look
Yeah.
at Flamengo, Corinthians. It's the massive fans of these local clubs. That doesn't mean it's the best league in the world.
Yeah, that's true.
You can say the same about Portugal. It's not the toppest league. You say the same thing about any other European team. They still have a huge fan base, but it's
I don't
not
think they go harder than South America.
I'm sure they can go pretty hard.
Nah,
In
bro.
South
South
America.
America.
Talking, bro.
Come
Turkey?
on, man. Let's be
Turkey,
real
Turkey
now.
goes hard,
Turkey.
yeah.
There's a lot of teams that go
Germany.
hard, but at
Germany.
the same time, like, who is your next? Like, what other team do you support now besides like your local team, right? It's gonna be hard to really say, oh, you know what, Al Hilal is gonna be my second team from now on.
You support the team your favorite player plays on.
At that point, you're just following a player, not following a team.
That's
a lot of
why
people do
Who
that.
is your favorite player right now?
Right now, my favorite player, I couldn't really name you one. I'm a football fan. I'm not a player fan. I honestly couldn't give you one.
That's
Try to make a scenario. Then.
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna say Ronaldo's my biggest fan. I don't watch Ronaldo play right now because I don't have the. I don't really
Ronaldo's
care
your
about
biggest fan.
Saudi Arabian football. Growing up, yeah, he's probably one of my favorite.
Okay.
But
oh,
What about
who's your
now?
favorite player right now? Dybala?
no, it's,
Oh, no.
I don't got one right now.
Yeah, there you go. That's
No, right now
interesting.
because the ball is fresh.
No,
like
Pogba.
it is Pogba, but he
How about you guys? Who's your favorite player right now?
Neymar?
And if he goes to Saudi Arabia, you're gonna go watch him now.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna
See?
you're gonna
It
change.
pulls-
You're
it
gonna
pulls
you're gonna
people.
stop buying Barcelona jerseys and start buying whatever team he's
no
playing
one
for.
said
Who said that?
Do you guys say
I
you
might
guys follow
buy
your
one.
fan? You guys
I
follow
might
him?
Yeah.
Just watch. Just watch.
You,
If Neymar goes to the Prem, I'm gonna keep tabs on that team that he's on.
Yeah.
barely.
What?
barely.
Barely.
How many PSG games have you watched this season?
I don't rate League Gun.
There you go. There's your
Yeah, but
answer.
did you rate the Saudi Arabian league?
Yeah, then how are you gonna rate the Saudi Arabian League since Neymar's gonna move
More
now?
hype.
No, stop.
There's no hype in League
Stop.
Gun.
No.
What do you mean?
We're done. Stop. You just
Yeah, but
ruined it.
wait.
You just ruined it.
But do you think everyone has the same thinking as Jay? No, people.
I think Matt
want.
would watch him though.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't. He's busy working.
Nah, Matt would watch him.
You think
We
Matt's
can
gonna
think,
spend 2 hours of his day watching some PVR of a Saudi Arabian league?
On the week? On the
You
weekend?
never know.
Yeah. There's no tax.
Helps him go to sleep at night.
If Pogba was getting 90 minutes a game in,
Shut your mouth. Stop.
Buddy,
Now
the
you're
problem-
dreaming.
The problem isn't game time. The problem is staying fit, man. It's not going to change.
that's what I'm saying.
So
If
you
he,
went
if
to
he
a
could play
different
90
continent,
minutes a game at Al Hilal, I'd watch a couple games.
Well,
Pog-
can't do
Pogba
that.
will go there.
He won't go there.
Probably
Yeah.
go this year.
Yeah,
He's
because
washed.
another great
He'll be
thing.
there soon, man.
He's gonna be retired.
Another
soon.
incentive for a lot of these players to go to Saudi Arabia. It's a Muslim dominant
Very
nation.
true.
A lot of these
Oh,
top
true.
footballers are Muslim. It's a place where they're celebrated for their faith,
Yeah.
and they can get paid at the same time.
That's why Benzo went there.
I don't know. It to me, it's more like watch like the TSC tournament, watching like some YouTube tournament. Like you like watching because you're kind of intrigued by it, but you necessarily at the end of the day you don't really care. Like you like watching because it's okay, interesting. Like some of the best
So
players are playing
why
here.
did you watch the TST tournament?
Because the Canadian team went to the finals. And besides that, I didn't watch any other game. I watched maybe 2 of the whole tournament. There's like 60 something games. I watched 2 games.
Yeah.
Right? It's interesting to watch. Hey, if it's on, okay, sure. But I'm not going to be out there supporting them, going to travel to watch these games or buying a jersey. End of the day, I'm still supporting the team that I grew up watching. And I only really see this league kind of progressing is if our generation literally grows up, and our kids start watching, the Saudi Arabian league from like their birth and like start supporting the team from like day one. Because at the end of the day, like we're not going to stop supporting Juve or stop supporting United or Barcelona to start supporting a random league in Saudi Arabia because they have some of the best players. We're still going to continue following our best teams until the day we die.
Yeah.
right? Maybe they'll start copying eyes from some of these younger kids now who are, but at the same time, are you gonna make your kid now to start watching Saudi Arabian football if you're not gonna start watching it?
But the thing is, in the future, it might not just be a random league. It might be a top league, and that's what people are going to be watching.
It turns into a top league when the viewership is also coming from outside of its country. If
Yeah,
I'm not making my
exactly.
kid watch the Saudi Arabian football because I'm not watching it, I'm still gonna continue my kid watching United football because I'm watching it.
But that's what they're trying to do. They're signing these big players so you can, start putting your eyes towards
Okay.
it. And next thing you know, it goes.
I found the list. Now they've been linked to all these players. There's 10 more added on players from Ronaldo and
I saw
Benzema.
that.
Would you watch this league? Because only 4 teams are
I
going to
would.
get all these players, realistically.
I would.
Right, for now. If they were to get Messi, Di Maria, Bobby Firmino, Modric, Kante, Ramos, Alba, Yori, Busquets, Lewandowski. Would
And the thing to me is that all of these players, there's a reason why all these players would not be able to fit in any top European team right now.
why not? Oh, yeah, not top European team, but we're talking
Besides
Saudi
Messi,
Lewandowski?
whatever, but
Well, Lewandowski.
Lewandowski too.
Well,
okay.
Benzema.
Modric.
Yes
Benzema
and no,
just
but
won
at the same
Ballon
time,
d'Or.
a lot of these players also are out of their prime now. None of these teams actually have that project of keeping these players because they look into their youth, they look into the growth of the next 5 years. Some of these teams don't have that financial pay where like I'm going to be keeping this player here.
They do, though.
But why
Okay.
invest in a player like that when you already have a quality system like Real Madrid? There's no reason that they don't really need Benzema. If they can get a player at some similar caliber as him, like Havertz, then
That's tough, though.
Nah, you
No,
can't
they
say
don't.
Havertz
They
is
don't.
the same quality as
What
What was
Benzema.
Benzema's numbers this season?
He's second top goal scorer in the league.
But what were his numbers?
Didn't he have,
They gotta be
didn't he have
pretty
double
good.
digits assists?
But that also comes from the players that come around him too.
Okay, but like if I was from those 10 guys,
How many of those- how many of
they
those
all
w-
had good seasons. Not all of them, but like majority. Like Messi, okay, maybe he's not gonna try there, but whatever.
But
Di
he's
Maria,
not-
good season this year. Firmino didn't play too much. Modric, a good season. Kante injured. Ramos, decent
But
season.
Modric, no one's signing him for more than a year now.
Why not?
Who's going to sign him for more than a year now?
He's still playing
For
top
his
ball.
wages. For his wages, realistically.
They are.
No, yeah, but when you have
afford anybody.
when you have a
Exactly.
team like Real Madrid who already think of what their plan is for the next 10 years, Saudi Arabia's the only thing about right now.
They're going to sign them for 4 or 5 years.
Dude, even if it's 4 or 5 years, these guys are done. Their careers are over.
It's over, man.
No, Messi has like at least another 2 years. no, wait, that's one player. Di Maria, another 2 years. Firmino has like another 5 at least. Modric probably has another 4.
There's a reason why he wasn't playing for Liverpool.
Yeah, but he's going to Saudi Arabia.
For the money. End of the day, I'm not going to go watch because Firmino's on the fucking team.
I would watch that because it's like watching an ultimate team. You're watching all these players play on one
Yeah.
team, and
Nah,
like
man, I'll
it's
go
something
play
you wouldn't
FIFA.
watch. Yeah, you go play FIFA. Go play FIFA then. Like I'm not here to play FIFA. I'm here to watch these guys play.
You're not going to watch a single game of this. I'm telling
I'm
you
saying
right now.
if you would never watch these guys play in a team usually
Okay,
together.
so right now, if you're seeing Champions League football, Barcelona playing.
okay, that's the difference.
No.
That's
It's a real answer. It's a real answer. If you're watching Barcelona
Of
playing,
course, I don't even have to-
knockout football.
I don't even have to
knockout-
wait for you to finish your question.
Okay.
Yes, of course, I'm gonna watch
but
Barcelona
why?
Champions
But
League
why?
finals.
No, I'm not saying finals.
the dumbest
I'm not saying
question.
finals.
Favorite team,
I'm
bro.
not saying
That's my favorite
finals.
team.
I'm not saying
That's the
finals.
dumbest question
I'm
I've
not
ever
saying
had.
No one's
finals.
saying you have to stop supporting your favorite team to watch the
That's
Saudi
like me.
league.
Would you rather eat your favorite food or go eat this? Obviously, my favorite food.
Yeah, no one is saying you have to
No,
stop
like,
supporting
what the
your
hell are
team.
you talking about?
wait.
Obviously,
do,
but-
do people in Brazil, Argentina, do they watch Champions League?
But if you're telling me,
Do they watch Champions League?
I don't fucking know.
Yes, of course they do.
Okay.
That doesn't mean they're stopping supporting their favorite
Yeah,
team.
but the
You can
thing is
do-
that
you can do
the
more than
is
one
that
thing.
If you're telling me that these Saudi Arabian league football games are playing around 2:00, that's when most of the league games are being played as well, right? Or Champions League football is being played around the same time.
Okay.
What would you rather watch? A team with 11 superstars that are playing in Saudi Arabia versus a trash 12th place team in their league who has no superstars? Because that's what it's going to look like.
Not
only,
yet.
Only 4 of these teams. I'm talking about right now. In 20 years from now, fucking probably.
obviously right now.
Okay, so right now,
aren't gonna be watching.
Would you rather watch this team with superstars compared to one team with actually no players because this team has no funding in Saudi Arabia, or would you rather shop Champions League football?
Well, right now, no one's in
course.
the league besides Ronaldo.
You're
So
asking
obviously, I'd
no,
rather
you're
watch.
asking
the
your
English.
questions are
talking
obvious.
But he's naming all these 10 players, and all those 10 players go. Would them change your views?
Would it change my views?
And in
what's
watching,
my views?
in watching this team
My views aren't being
with all
changed.
these. Oh, so you're still watching Champions League football? I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so there's your
I can
answer.
watch more than that.
Or you could also watch both.
Yeah.
Laptop and TV.
Okay.
Yeah, you do it.
But I'm not gonna.
We all do it.
because I'm focusing on one. I'm
Give those
focusing on one.
glasses. Give those glasses.
We have
to him.
4 monitors.
But you guys are making it seem like everyone has fucking 20 monitors in front of them.
Everyone has a phone and everyone has one thing.
No, man. At the same time, also people in North America are working at this time. But it's okay. Let's move on.
The weekends.
No, but you guys are taking it like obviously I can fucking do it because I have 20 monitors. But who else has 20 monitors in front of them?
I guarantee you, someone has a
games.
phone.
Yeah, but if you're working 9 to 5, are you watching any of those games?
Bro,
you're
these games are
not.
on the weekend.
And no, but I'm just saying, are you watching any of those games? But if you got the chance to go home and watch a PVR recording of your favorite team or the Saudi Arabian League team, which one are you watching?
Well, the games that I can't
No,
watch.
which one are
because
you
they're
watching?
on the weekdays? Obviously, I'm gonna watch my favorite
Okay,
team.
there you go. And you're gonna do that till the day you die?
What was the point of this question? I don't even remember
what's your
now.
point?
What was the question?
Yeah, like
That this league is not gonna grow because
yes, it is.
is.
No, it's not. Okay, go on.
We know it's not. It's 100%
What's
gonna
the
grow.
question you asked?
I wasn't asking. I was just stating my point.
Oh,
My
Stating
point is
points
that
that are
my point
obvious.
is that you'll continue to support your team till the day you
Yes,
die.
of
and
course.
Of course.
That doesn't mean you can't watch Saudi football as well.
Doesn't mean you can't watch other teams.
No one's gonna watch it.
Do you only watch Manchester United?
I watch Premier League football. Majority, yes.
Do you never watch
Because of
TFC
competition.
games?
Not as much as you guys probably do.
Okay,
but you still
And
watch.
I'm sure you guys probably don't watch as many TFC games either.
But you do.
Well, it's hard nowadays.
Oh, but why is it hard nowadays?
No, but I tried finding a stream. There's no audio.
legit
So
no-
I'll still watch it.
where's the stream for Saudi Arabia now?
I haven't tried
Definitely
looking.
is going to.
Okay. So there,
That's how it goes. If something's going good, you're gonna watch it.
a lot of the
why wouldn't Saudi Arabia now just charge you guys $100 to watch the league now? Are you guys gonna pay that to watch Saudi Arabian football?
You're starting.
a lot
I don't
of the
pay to
debate
watch any
here-
leagues.
A lot of the debate here is what we're projecting could happen.
Yeah.
Not this
now.
second, this minute.
No, but I'm saying in short term because you guys are saying short term right now.
No, we're talking about.
No, we're talking about long term. What do we
talking
say short
long
term?
No, but of course long term.
So you agree with us?
So you agree with
No,
us
but
then.
even then, long term, it's not like the other leagues are gonna stop performing and stop playing.
No one said that.
Yeah, but you guys are saying that Saudi Arabia is gonna be the best in the world.
We could say
No
it could
one's-
be a top league.
Yeah, it could be a
top
top
league.
five.
If you were living 1950s when Brazilian league was the best league in the world, would you think, oh, European?
No,
league's
of
gonna
course you wouldn't think
take it
that.
over?
We have the best
Impossible.
players here. We have Pele. We have no one's gonna take over us. And look what happened.
Exactly, bro.
I don't know. You guys can't compare the past with the present because there's no.
cycle.
Yeah, but you guys can't compare back then to now.
Man,
because what was the
everything
viewership
happens-
like back then, and how can the other rest of the world be able to reach and watch the Brazilian football? Who was watching Brazilian football?
100K people watched the World Cup final 1950, most ever.
Because that World Cup is broadcasted.
No.
Who's watching Brazilian football?
No, in the stadium,
Who's watching Brazilian football?
In the stadium,
back
you
then.
people, everyone.
And living in South America, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, but what about Europe? What were they watching? They weren't watching
Yeah,
Brazilian.
but they all knew who Pele was.
because obviously Pele was one of the
How did
noticed
they know
one of
who
the
Pele was?
Wait, Pele's what? Wait, Pele's what?
one player, not the fucking league.
Ronaldo, one player. That's the league.
What?
He's the biggest player, and now people
are
are
you
start
watching
watching
it?
him.
But are you watching
but
it?
people are.
But Pele was in Brazilian league. Was people watching Pele?
How many
What place
people?
was
How
it?
many?
We
Okay, I don't
did,
even have to
okay,
go
to be
on.
fair, we did watch his first game.
Who?
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
we
I
did.
don't remember watching his first
Yeah,
game.
we did. We had it on the TV here.
Okay, but we watched one game. No. But did that change your view of the
It
shit?
brought eyes. It brought eyes. One
And why
player.
did you stop watching it?
Yeah, I did. I started watching.
Okay, but why did you guys stop watching it?
Because that novelty ran out because it's just one thing at that time.
There you go. Congratulations. That's a novelty.
But now
The
you-
novelty's
okay,
gonna die over.
Okay. What are your thoughts on Al Nassr having more Instagram followers than AC Milan?
There you go.
Because
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo brought how many followers?
But who's watching more? But you think?
What are
there's
your
gonna-
thoughts on that?
No, but did that change the viewership compared to how many fans are watching AC Milan football every
Maybe.
Sunday? Definitely
There's
not.
probably millions.
I'm pretty
in
sure
East
there's.
Asia.
I'm pretty sure there's way more people tuning in on AC Milan games week in week out than there is tuning into those
Okay,
games.
but why do you think that is?
But
Why
what
do
does
you
it
think-
matter if you have 100 million followers? Because half these people are just following because of Ronaldo. If Ronaldo leaves that
Okay,
team,
yeah.
more than half those followers are gone.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly. That just tells
Those aren't true fans. End of the day, whoever comes in and out of that club, Milan is still going to receive the same fan base.
No. Well, when he was at Juve, he brought probably like around the same amount of followers.
Yeah, but
and
you're a
Juve,
plastic club.
Juve still has like the same amount of followers that they brought in.
And people forget they're following Juventus football. Does you because you're following? I'm following fucking. Who am I following? I'm probably following Atletico Madrid football. I don't watch Atletico Madrid football week in week out.
They stink.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe they do.
Finished second, bro.
No, they were actually
But
good.
I don't. I follow them, and it's the end of the day, social media. You just follow people because you're fun of it, and you maybe forget because
Okay,
you're
so
following
why
them.
aren't those people just following AC Milan?
Maybe I'm following AC Milan too, but I don't watch it week in week out.
Okay, but
End of the day,
but
why are you a fan of AC Milan over
But
Al
why
Nassr?
do you think they have more followers?
Sure, but they got the following. But is the viewership there?
But why do you think they have more?
But how many people are
followers?
tuning in onto
I
that?
asked you first. Why do you think they have more followers?
But is
I answered his question.
I'm answering you with a question.
no.
I'm answering you with a question. I'm answering you with a question.
I forgot the
question.
No.
Answer.
I forgot the word of. I forgot a word of this,
No, no.
but you can't answer a question with
I'm
a
answering
question.
you with a question.
You can't answer a question with a
Those
question.
follows
Officer Dave.
bring a large viewership compared to all these other clubs. In
Well,
the
I'm not
world?
gonna answer that. You can't answer me with a question. Answer my question.
Answer this question.
Answer
Answer
back
your
with
question.
another question.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't you answer my question? That's me answering back with a question. Answer the question.
What's your question?
Why does Al Nassr have more followers than AC Milan?
Because of Ronaldo. Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
Now Adam Messi.
No.
Out of Di Maria.
No. Okay.
Benzema.
Okay. So
Benzema.
just because. Okay. So wow, my social media account has the most followers in the world, but yet no one is watching me play.
How do you know?
No one that
I'll
you
show
know,
the
maybe.
fucking numbers
Check
right
the
now.
number. Let's see the numbers.
What?
How many people have tuned into El Nassr final game versus AC Milan's final game? And that was probably a game to see who was winning the league compared to AC Milan, who finished top 4.
And this is and City has a league that's been on for years, centuries. El Nassr just started.
Okay,
No,
just
it
because,
definitely didn't just start.
Yeah, but no, but
no,
now
but it didn't just start. Because at the end of the day,
They had a
if you
Bubble card in the
bring
league, man.
all these players to the freaking Super League, whatever you guys want to call it, they still won't take away the viewership that from these teams that are receiving because of their own personal.
It
Fans.
doesn't have to take away the views.
I mean,
Because
I
that's
mean,
how a league thrives. The
it
viewership.
could.
okay. Is the South American leagues not thriving?
They're thriving because of their own fan base.
Exactly.
Sure. But how many?
But
of
that
us
doesn't mean they can't watch European football.
How often do you watch Brazilian football besides?
I'm not in South America.
Okay. So
That's not my local side.
So are you gonna start watching unless even though it's not your local side? Then is that your answer right there?
Yeah.
No, you're not. Then why?
Are people in South America
What's
watching Champions
stopping
League?
you from watching your national football league compared to watching El Nassr football?
More stars.
So you hear about more stars than having watched quality come out of your own nation?
Yeah, there's stars. Yeah, I want to watch
crazy.
stars.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, I want to watch stars too.
Stars who are retiring, playing next to some of the worst players in the world.
Stars who were my idols.
You watch.
growing
You'd
up.
rather watch Ronaldo play with some of the worst 10 that are next to him compared to watching some national talent grow out of your country.
You rather watch Cuenca play or Ronaldo play?
I'd rather watch Cuenca play.
That's the biggest lie of my life.
That's
When's the
so
last time you
true.
watched a game?
But when's the last time you watched a Ronaldo game?
You watched one before. Recently, he went with his first game.
So sure, I watched 1-1. Congratulations.
Yeah. When's the last time you
still
watched
not
a
stopping
Cuenca
me.
game?
Tied.
Still doesn't stop me.
He's in.
I know you guys have not watched more.
can't prove
have you
Daniel
not-
wrong.
Have you
That's
not
the
watched?
thing.
Have you not watched more TFC games than Ronaldo games this season?
It's my local side.
Okay, exactly. There you go.
But I can still watch Ronaldo play. What is this? Daniel can never be. He can never be wrong. He can never be wrong. That's the thing.
You've watched more Toronto FC games.
We're all on the same
who
side
are
except
in
you.
last place of the MLS in their division
Oh, it's
compared to Ronaldo, who's fighting to win top in their league.
Yeah.
Okay, and why is
I
that?
can't watch both.
You haven't though,
It's crazy.
But he can.
but he hasn't. I can fucking watch every single game in the world. Am I watching every single game in the world?
Can you? Maybe when
What's
the
the
stars
point
come.
right now? I don't understand what's happening.
Can you though?
Okay, go. Did you find
He's
something?
too busy on
No,
the
I can't really find
pre-pod
it.
Yeah,
stories.
because they don't want to embarrass themselves. No one watching the Saudi
Serious
Arabian football.
what, bro?
Because right now, in a census of here, 6 people, right? I'm pretty sure
Man.
we've watched more AC Milan games than we watched Saudi Arabian football right now this whole season.
Okay, but we're talking about what the league could become.
No, exactly. I don't know. How,
we're
you
not-
com-
we're not
how
saying
can
this-
you compare?
But were we not saying this-
a
were we
team
not
that's
saying-
been around for centuries, has the best, one of the biggest histories in the world, against a team that has nothing?
We're not
a league that has
saying- we're not-
nothing.
we're
We're talking about the future.
We're probably saying the same thing about when the CSL came up.
When were we talking about
then.
this? What are we talking about? CSL.
Well, the CSL kind of sucked. They only brought in like shitty Brazilian players.
Low key.
Gosh.
And then they converted them to Chinese.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But no, okay.
But
Oh, that's enough.
Let us know what you guys think about this
like-
Saudi private public
rowdy.
investment fund.
Do you
Is
think
it's gonna
this-
grow the league?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be a top 5 league in the world?
No.
What do y'all think?
Not in my lifetime, I'm sorry.
Oh, what is the shit?
On your
What
lifetime,
the?
Not in my lifetime. Or my kids'
We'll see
lifetime.
what happens. You also said Canada wouldn't make this World Cup.
When did I say that?
You said it.
I've never
It's
said
on
that.
tape. Yeah, you
I've
did.
never said that.
You did.
I've never
Play the clip? No.
Yes, you said they're going to win like one of their games.
Okay.
And there's you go. You're wrong.
Yeah, okay. I'm okay with being wrong.
Okay.
Dan's not gonna okay with being wrong. He can't be wrong.
I don't remember saying that, but sure.
See, he can't be wrong,
I don't
bro.
remember saying that. I don't remember saying that.
All right.
There's another one.
What?
Aubameyang.
Oh yeah,
possibly.
bombing's supposed to go in too.
Man, I didn't play
play for any of these top 5
He's
league
a
teams.
big name.
Yeah, maybe he'll cook inside here.
He can play for Barca.
Why we gonna?
Yeah, he could play for Barca. He was
No, he
brilliant.
can't.
I'll take him at
Why not?
Barca.
I'll take him at Barca. Yeah.
Who, Aubameyang?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he just there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had
And what? He played like 3 games.
No,
Oh, he had a good
He
season.
played a season and a half.
Yeah.
Man, I bet you any money if Aubameyang was there for an extra season, Matt would be calling for his neck.
You're
right now.
saying. Wait.
Yes.
Nah,
Give me.
Yes. If Aubameyang is there for an extra season, I would bet you right now Matt would be calling for his neck and to send him off
Give
the
me
team.
1
Nah,
second.
he
Give
performed,
me.
though. He was an unsung hero.
I agree. I agree with that.
He was a good
I
super
agree with
sub.
that.
Would you rather?
For one of the worst
Matt
for,
died.
for one of the worst Barcelona teams of the century?
Still performed.
He still performed.
Okay,
Answer my question.
You guys had
Daniel.
fucking De Jong performing for you guys.
Okay, let answer my answer.
Did De
this-
Jong get more numbers than him?
I don't know.
I don't think
Probably.
No, the reason
no,
why you would
that's
have his
probably.
neck is because you guys had Lewandowski and Aubameyang would be rotting on the bench just stealing all your money.
Yeah.
That's why you would.
No, he'd come on a cheap.
Shut up.
He's coming on free.
Come on,
I have a question for that. Would you rather have Aubameyang or Whitehorst?
Probably Weghorst, to be honest. I don't need a player like Aubameyang on my team. I already have Rashford.
Yeah, you need a center mid like Whitehorst on your team.
Sorry?
Yeah, you heard me. You need a center mid Whitehorst on your team.
When did you play center mid?
Oh
That's
my
like the
god.
most
Didn't he?
mid.
That's the most ridiculous. Would you rather have
That's a mid-
Aubameyang or
that's a mid
Vlahovic
off.
on your team?
Yeah, that's the most
That's a crazy mid
Who?
off.
Aubameyang or Vlahovic on your team?
Vlahovic.
What? That's a dumb question, man. Vlahovic is obviously better.
Weghorst is a different type of player than Aubameyang. Yes,
But
and
he's
then
not obviously
are
better.
What?
Who's better?
No,
obviously
it's like if
Okay,
you
what-
Milik or
Are you guys
Moise
okay? These guys don't know football. James, do you know football?
When's the last time Whitehorst has played?
No, I don't care. I don't care.
Why do they not know football?
Yeah.
Are Aubameyang
Because
and
Weghorst
Weghorst
is
the
a good
same
player.
type of player?
No.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I know they're not the same player.
then why the fuck are you
Who
asking me
said
the
they
same
are?
question?
Who said they
Who
are?
said they
But
are?
why would you ask me that question then?
Who would you rather have?
Aren't they both strikers?
Yeah, they're both strikers. I'm comparing
So
strikers.
You're comparing a striker like
Who?
no,
Oh,
they're not the same.
It's which striker would you
It's a
rather have?
striker.
And
Who would you
honestly,
rather
if I'm keeping
have?
a stack, I'd rather none of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Of course, but
Y'all-
I'm
y'all
just
can
asking
hold
the
both,
question.
I'd rather keep Weghorst because I already have a player like that in Rashford to play up top.
Okay.
Weghorst is something that we don't have in the team.
Yeah, he offers a
Yeah,
lot.
he's a fox in the box. He gets into the play. He puts pressure.
Is he though?
Not really, but he's a big man up top. Every
can never be wrong.
Every team, okay, but
It's a raccoon in the
but
box.
I'm not wrong, bro. What do you think? Do you think?
Would
do
you
you
rather
think?
have a pylon?
Do you think our team would rather benefit having Weghorst
It
or
doesn't matter.
Aubameyang?
Like they both wouldn't play. They both suck.
Yeah. Okay. So what another question?
I would rather have Aubameyang. Sorry.
No, I'm like yeah. For you guys think.
Talking about
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Wait,
Yeah,
Barca.
what place did Juve
Barca
finish in again?
stinks?
Yeah.
Say
What
Barca
place, what
stinks.
place did Juve finish in
Oh
again?
my god,
Better
this
leave.
guy's bejeweled over
You're
here.
wearing
He's
Jerry
talking about
beads.
me, bro.
You're like
Jerry,
my God.
He knows his team's a clown. That's why he's wearing those freaking jewels.
Yeah, I'm
around
about to
his
take
neck.
Dan's side.
Go take his side. You're wrong
Yo,
too.
If Chris lifts up his feet, you'd see the clown shoes.
It's crazy that. It's crazy that. No, I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna
Say
say
it,
it.
say
No, no, no,
These
no.
comments are gonna go off,
No.
bro. This guy
It's
said
'cause-
this guy said Weghorst over Aubameyang.
It's because we know,
You know-
you guys have the most
You know-
terrible takes in football because
Oh yeah.
Matthews as a Barca fan, Matthews as a Barca fan,
always happens.
no, Matthews as a Barca fan knows, and even Jay can speak for himself because
James-
does he not? You say it. He was
Yo,
supposed to Barca
James hasn't said a single word, and you said we know, and this guy hasn't said a word. We know.
We know because
Oh, he laughed when we said Weghorst.
Last week when we were talking about Busquets, who was calling saying that Busquets was not quality?
me.
No, Matthews.
I never said he wasn't quality. I just said he wasn't top 5.
And him.
Yeah, I didn't. I said he wasn't top 5. I
doesn't
said he wasn't
matter.
quality.
Nah, it's insane. Chill with that.
Stop.
Chill. I don't want to talk about that
He's
again.
gonna be playing in our league.
I mean, if
Saudi
you didn't
Arabia.
watch 90% of Barca games, can you really speak on it?
Oh, I did.
Oh, really?
I watched Bear Barcelona.
Balagrana,
he has a Barca
Ah, you guys
jersey.
are
You
crazy.
kidding me?
Anyways, moving on. Paolo Maldini left the club with immediate effect.
It's going Saudi
Over
Arabia.
after a tense meeting today with club chairman Gary Cardinale due to a different vision for the future of the club. And also co-director Ricky Masada also set to leave AC Milan.
Damn.
What does this mean for the future of AC Milan?
They're going to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Banter side once again? Banter era coming up?
Rafael signed for Al Hilal.
He's gone.
Giroud, Al Hilal, Ibra, Al Ittihad.
That was Maldini's last gift for them, just so they could get a bag for Leao, pretty much. Because I don't think he's gonna stay this summer.
Ooh, Rafael.
Yeah, he just signed, but without Maldini, I don't think he's gonna want to be
But
there.
if he signed now, obviously his release clause is obviously higher.
There's no release
They might
clause.
not have a release clause.
Plus, Milan without Maldini, he's not gonna want to be there. He's gonna ask to leave.
Maldini has pull. He's like that guy.
He does.
They're not gonna get Brahim back probably. They're probably gonna lose.
Kamada.
So
Yeah.
you think this is the end of AC Milan's?
They don't know how
Run.
much Maldini does for them.
Banter era
Well,
incoming.
maybe it depends what they do. Like who are they gonna appoint?
Yeah.
What's their plan?
I think
You won't have pull
like.
like Maldini.
They need
You
they need
never
a striker.
You never know.
They need a striker.
Yeah, unless they get like, I don't know who the hell they're gonna bring. If they could replace Maldini proper, then fair play.
Who do you replace him with? Another
I don't know.
ex Milan player?
Like Haka or something. I don't know. I have no idea.
No,
He's getting his badges right now, bro.
Yeah,
It's coaching badges, yeah.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what they do.
Al Hilal signs Kaká as coach.
Hey,
Stop.
I'd watch that.
maybe.
Player coach.
Player coach, I'd watch that.
But we saw Rafael tweet out this emoji.
Oh,
What does that mean?
he's
A little
wondering.
cryptic.
He's wondering what's going on, just like we are.
But he signed that contract extension with the negotiating power of Maldini, no?
Can't he fight that and say I don't know? Is it
It's
maybe?
probably
Contract signed.
price signed.
Contract signed.
Contract signed.
Once the pen's the paper, you can't do nothing.
Unless it says in the contract, if Maldini gets fired, I'm gone
It's like,
too.
it's like if you sign for a team where Mourinho's the coach, you
Yeah.
signed, you're ready to go, and the next thing you know,
Mourinho gets fired. Exactly.
You can't just be like, I'm not gonna go.
No, it's true.
Right?
I don't know. I think this might be the end of Milan for the next couple years.
I feel like they might lose Pioli too, which could also be huge for them because he's kind of carried them for a bit. And I know Milan fans don't want Pioli, but Pioli has no depth, and look what he did with you guys. Yeah, Milan's gonna be shit. Not top four next year for sure,
Heard it here first.
Because they need a striker. They need a right winger.
and they're gonna lose players.
They're going to lose players. They need a
Tomorrow back to England,
maybe. They need
back
a.
to England squad.
You don't think they're gonna make top four?
Not to lose players. And it depends on who they sign in management. If they can't replace Maldini with someone just as good as Maldini, they are not making top four. They are losing players, and they won't be signing players. They're gonna be signing players like Honda again.
Kazuki Honda.
That's the caliber of players they're gonna be
A
signing.
baller,
Montari,
dude.
ass.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
So we're going to see a lot of players leaving?
If they don't replace them well, yeah.
I think it's kind of urgent to do that, no? Transfer window
Damn,
started
especially
up, no?
transfer window.
It's going to be a
man.
crazy transfer window again this summer, I think. Like random players going everywhere.
Yeah.
And I feel like Milan might not be able to have that pull again this season.
Saudi.
And then
Saudi.
maybe teams
Real
like
to Saudi Arabia.
Inter, teams like Napoli picking up some of these quality players.
Yeah, it looks like Napoli's gonna just create more. Actually, I don't know. They lost Spalletti. I don't know who's gonna stay now. Who's gonna leave? Who's gonna stay?
Pioli to Napoli.
Nagelsmann.
Nagelsmann to Napoli would be.
Why did
crazy.
Spalletti leave?
I don't know.
He was done. Went to a
I
little
feel
break.
like something happened.
Sabbatical.
Hit his peak.
Where else could you go from here?
Went to Seattle.
Stay there.
He knows that the players are gonna leave. You're not gonna run it back. Kim's gonna go to United. Someone's gonna come in for their Osimhen or Kvara. And then what? You can't rebuild a team just right away, right? He knows that maybe the league was a little bit weaker this season. Like some teams have off years. The team's gonna come back stronger next year. If you don't run it back, then all of a sudden you go from hero to villain in a season.
Yeah.
Things change quick in football, man. Sometimes it's better just to go off on a high, be remembered for the good stuff that you did for the team, and then take some time. And maybe if you want to return to the game with another team, that's what you do, right? Like he got the tattoo, right? He showed his love, and that's it, right? And I think at the end of the day, like there's nothing wrong with that. I think it is good. Like you try to defend the title, try to run it back, but I think there's also nothing wrong with kind of a peaceful departure.
No, for sure. Rather than having your head taken off from the
Yeah,
fans.
because like what happens next year if let's say they finish 5th,
Oh, for sure.
right? Then all of a sudden the players that didn't leave this summer are gone next summer, and all of a sudden the whole club's in shambles again, and you're the one to blame, right? Then you have to get the tattoo removed, right? Am I wrong?
Prime example, Allegri had a great stint at Juve his first time. Comes back, everyone hates him.
You don't want to be a Allegri, man.
Do you want to be Allegri?
I would not like that. No, but they got rid of most of their pull also Nedved, all those players. They got rid of them.
Juve?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. And then now they have a
That
weak
was-
side. Right. Some of the signings they made in this offseason were pretty poor. Bringing Pogba in for no reason, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Great signing.
Getting rid of Dybala, who has probably one of the best seasons again this year. with Roma.
Yeah, some of their signings
So,
the past few
unfortunate.
seasons have been quite questionable.
Because he had a great season, and even though he was injured for most of it, some of it too. But you bring a player like Pogba in, and you get rid of a player like Dybala, who was obviously would have been a bigger asset for your team this season.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And would you say maybe Dybala did help that Roma side reach top 4?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
He was one of the best
so-
players in the league.
Not top 4. They didn't make top 4, but
They made
Europa League.
top 5, top 6,
Top
whatever.
6.
Yeah, and they made it to the finals, right? Europa League. So he scored for them, but unfortunately penalties, right? So Juve now Serie A, man, might be in shambles next season as well.
Low
Might
key.
be. Might be.
It's crazy to think like we
Fire sale.
didn't have any of these Serie A sides really making it this far in the European competitions, and all 3 of them were from an Italian side.
Yeah.
because
That's how she goes sometimes.
Napoli. What the hell are
Man,
you supposed to?
Who even
expect from that
cares,
Napoli
bro?
squad?
Like at the end of the day, they're the first place losers.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't change anything. It's like
your,
Arsenal.
What's your bets then, bro?
that's crazy.
It's like Arsenal. They don't win anything.
What place were you guys losers in Champions League Europa League?
Well, what?
What place losers?
I
were
can't
guys
hear you
in
after
Champions
winning a
League?
title. Do you
Yeah,
hear
I don't know. I mean, kind
Maybe
of.
because you got the
bit.
headphones
I
on.
think I got some wax in there.
Yeah.
I can't hear it too good.
That's a poor league to win.
It's
Doesn't
a
it,
poor
man?
league to
Poor
win.
league to win.
I think the Saudi Arabian league might take over top 5 over La Liga.
You're getting really heartbroken.
Realistically,
right?
all
You're getting
of,
butthurt
all
like
of the
Daniel.
good players are pretty much going to Saudi Arabia anyway.
All
So
the
now you
Madrid
guys are a
players?
one-team league again.
All the
Okay.
Madrid players?
Yeah.
Like,
That's
what do you mean,
Madrid.
Madrid?
As if Madrid don't have
As,
replacements.
as if they didn't sign Bellingham.
As if they don't have Tchouameni, they don't have Camavinga.
Vinny,
Those guys are
yeah.
fake.
Kai Havertz.
So
As
who
if
are,
Mbappe's
so
not
who
gonna
are
go there.
Barca picking up on a free?
The GOAT.
That's a good question, bro.
The goat.
Oh, so now you guys want Messi.
When did I say I didn't?
No, they wanted Messi.
But you'd rather have Messi
You're
go to Saudi Arabia and watch him there.
When did I say that?
Nah, Messi's going back to Barca, man.
Of course he is.
I don't know.
I don't know,
Hope
bro.
not.
His papa was there today.
Where in Barca?
Man, all these reports like, oh, one of Messi's child not adjusting to life in France. Like all these like reports coming
He's
out.
going back to Barcelona.
Of course his children are not adjusting to France. They were born in Spain, man. That's
they're
their
gonna- they're
life.
gonna-
Nah, they said
How are they
just
gonna adjust in
one.
Saudi Arabia?
No, not one. Obviously
That's
all
all
of
it
them.
takes is one, and you're going
It
back to
does.
Barcelona.
And they're saying, oh, Messi's kids already enrolled in school in Barcelona
Yeah.
already.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's going back to Barcelona. I don't know how you guys don't see it.
No, I see it.
I
Like,
see
don't
it.
like it.
I love it.
I don't like it one bit.
Isca Barça.
Yeah.
How Busquets comes back next year?
Why?
Nah.
Feels like his kids miss Barca.
There's something called chapters, and they end.
And his chapter's not over yet.
That's
Yeah, it
emotional.
is.
Yeah, but
No,
there's
it's
also
not.
like different parts of like part 2,
Like run it back.
part
Yeah.
3.
You know.
The fans asked for the expansion. They paid for the expansion.
There's not just one Harry Potter movie. There's 2. There's 3.
you-
Yeah, those
Maybe
are
you thought
different
there was
books
only
with
one.
different chapters.
Maybe you thought there was only one book.
Yeah, but different.
Not
chapters
realizing there's
could be
another.
Talking about the same things from past chapters.
Yeah, but his chapter ended.
Came out. What the fuck are we talking
That's
about?
what you think, bro.
Busquets?
Bro.
Yeah, farewell.
No, we're talking about Messi.
Yeah, his chapter.
None of us
ended
thought there
too.
was be a Fast and Furious 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10.
Yeah, question.
When we saw the
question
first one?
for you guys.
Crazy. What?
Would you guys take Neymar back?
No.
Yeah, bro.
100%.
Oh, the chapter's not closed.
Yeah, but
What?
He means everything to me.
Oh, okay, so
But
if
no,
I say Messi,
blazing.
Don't speak with your heart. Speak with your head.
Messi has done way more for your club than Neymar's. will ever
Okay, it
do.
doesn't matter. He means everything.
But
to me.
what, you would rather take a
so
player like
sad,
Neymar back, who's going to be out for more than half of the season, and pay his wages than bring a
It's
player like
better
Messi.
than
in?
playing with 10 men on defense
Wait,
every game.
Neymar did it? Neymar defense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He presses more than anyone in that.
Come on, bro. Come
And then
on.
he breaks his neck. Was
More
like,
than Mbappe, more than Messi.
Yeah, because those guys are lazy too. Both of them are lazy.
Not Neymar. Neymar's not
Oh my
lazy.
gosh, come on, man. And what's Neymar doing in defense? He's a
Yeah,
tooth.
but realistically,
He's a toothpick. He's a toothpick.
Teeth are pretty strong.
I said, you guys. He started talking before I finished. So first of all, calm down. he's like, pick.
I was going to finish that.
He started talking.
Yeah, but you're going to say toothpick?
You're doing the ad lib after, bro.
Even if you say Neymar defense,
He doesn't do anything
He'll defend
defending.
for 6 of the games. But what about the other 30 games that are in the season when he's injured? Is he defending
how
them?
about his sister's birthday and shit?
That's what I'm saying.
His sister's birthday, you mean?
How about Messi going to Saudi Arabia in March for marketing?
Yeah, that's PSG is on vacation anyways.
For Hard Rock Hotel marketing.
He was on vacation in PSG. He's not
During
gonna do
the
that, Barca.
season?
Nah.
Yeah, but he doesn't care.
When has he
for
done that for at Barcelona?
He didn't.
Exactly.
He doesn't care for
It
people.
shows, it shows he gives now.
It shows he loves Barcelona. He's not gonna do that stupidity at Barcelona.
Yeah, he's gonna just take over everyone's wage.
Okay, and what's wrong with that? If he gets his titles,
We don't have money for other players.
if he gets his titles,
Yeah, I think Matt Lowe.
if he gets us further in Champions League, I'm good with that.
So you would okay. I think we went through this already, but you would not want Messi to come back and win you a Champions League.
That's not a guarantee.
No, but it's a good chance compared
How's
to what
it a
you're
good
gonna
How's
have.
it a good chance?
So
How's it a
you
good
think you're gonna
chance?
win Champions League next 2 years?
I don't know.
And without Messi, you think you're gonna win the Champions League with him?
Maybe.
And with Messi, you think you're not?
Maybe.
But which one has a better chance?
You can't ask Matt. You can't ask Matt. Matt's a maybe guy.
That's always
There's no guarantee for that though. Am I wrong?
There's no guarantee in life.
Dude, there's no guarantee you're gonna wake up tomorrow morning. Like,
Damn.
yeah, but what do you think?
threat?
Sleep with one eye open, buddy.
But what do you think? Daniel wakes
Do you
up. Think you're gonna wake up tomorrow morning?
Hope so.
Okay, so if Messi joins the team, do you think he'd win you trophies?
I'd
I hope so.
Oh, there you go.
So there you go. There's your answer.
Changes
But
views.
there's no guarantee.
Damn.
Should
What the hell are we
we,
talking about again?
I don't know, man. This is
should we close it off there?
This was rowdy.
we're
man.
giggly today.
Giggly.
Yeah, boys. I think we'll wrap it up there. Does anyone else have any closing thoughts?
Nah, this is just
I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking
this is a
about.
calm pod with the boys.
Calm.
It was like more or less
Chill.
opposite of calm.
Chill pod.
This is rowdy, man. You three over there were rowdy.
Nothing
today.
but chill vibes over here, bro.
Okay, but like Saudi Arabian League for real, like I think it's
Shut your mouth.
Us three said. James wasn't said. James hasn't said a single word.
Jay, sign us off.
Thanks
James.
everybody for tuning in.
what do you think about the Saudi Arabian League?
I entered the podcast saying I'm gonna have a great time, and I did. So
This
thanks,
guy was
guys.
sleeping behind those glasses half the time.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate the love, as always. Make sure to come to our event, June 10th, Saturday.
yes.
All the information's in the bio. Good Champions League event. You're gonna love it. Like, subscribe, comment. Be the culture.
The culture. Be the culture, man.
No, but like honestly, the Saudi Arabian League is gonna be like top 5 league in the future right now. Like being serious, like.
Jay's got another marathon to run. That's why he wants to go.